All right, man. What a weekend. So we had, well, not just a weekend, just the time leading up to the weekend. Right? We had those amazing Dynamite and Collision. We had Super Card of Honor, and we had the show of the week. Or shit, it's probably the pay per view of the year, all in Texas.
Easily.
Such a damn good show, man. So, for those of you out here that are just tuning in, thank you for joining us for this episode of Off the Top Rope.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh God.
Lionel's dying over here.
Yeah. I was at the show, and if you listen to the podcast before, oh God, hey, if you listen to the podcast before, you know I don't normally sound like this. The show was so good that I blew out my voice probably 4 different times and almost passed out from yelling a few different times. Fantastic show. Show of the year.
Yeah. Look, I don't know how they top it.
You know what? We got to talk about this now. I actually don't think they have to.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think this, kind of like one of the things you said earlier, that this was the reset.
Yeah, like it felt like sitting down actually thinking about the show, it felt like a season finale. Like, what's a really good, did you watch Game of Thrones? You watched at least one season, right?
Oh, I watched all of it.
You watch all of it? I've only watched one season. So, quick season 1 spoilers just to be safe, because I don't know. I know it's been like almost over a decade now, but just to be safe, when Ned Stark died at the end of season 1, like that was a season finale, right?
Oh yeah.
The first season Snowfall season finale where old boy died. I'm not gonna say names just in case.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I just started watching that show.
Oh, you just started watching it?
Yeah.
Bro, that show is so good.
That show's excellent, dude.
Season finale. And All in Texas felt like a season finale. From like the people who were interacting, some of the matches that we had, some of the results that we had. All of it felt like especially with those gauntlets, especially with the main event, it felt like this was the end of a season for AEW. And it just worked out so perfectly.
Yeah. Oh, this was Avengers Endgame.
It really was.
Like, just through it. This was Avengers Endgame. Like, you had the whole. Oh man, it was just. Yeah, you had the whole. You go through the whole show. You go through all the stuff. Like, literally, Moxley's reign is Thanos with the Infinity Stones.
It really was. It really was.
Yeah, it's yeah. Oh man, and what a way for it to end.
Bro, it just I think what we'll have to do. Usually we talk about the main event first. I think people are gonna have to wait for our thoughts for the main event, because you kind of got to go through the show, because there's some beats of the show that really make the main event pop. So if y'all are used to hearing main events first, sorry, y'all gotta wait. Roll with us through this whole show. We'll talk about the main event at the end. But the things that happened to make the main event pop the way it did, everything lined up so well. And not only was this show like above the bar on the wrestling, the storytelling they were telling throughout the entire show, the storytelling telling through the matches, just this felt like AEW. Like, it felt like AEW became AEW. Does that make sense? I don't even know if that makes sense or not.
So you're pretty much saying this is the point AEW became its own again.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I know we said we weren't going to talk about the main event, but the one thing we got to talk about before we get there, Jon Moxley. A lot of people are coming around on that world title run. And I said on Blue Sky already that I don't want to be we should have known this all along, or we should have thought about this before. But realistically, if Moxley didn't make us hate him the way we hated him for those first few months before the Coat feud, I don't think this main event would have hit the way it did.
No, not at all.
Like, so we have given a lot. I'm not going to put you in this, Proffitt. I have given Moxley a lot of shit on this podcast. I am one of the people who did not like the title reign for like it was like after the first month is when I kind of soured on it up until the middle of the Coat feud. But Moxley is the ace for a reason. He went out there. He did what he had to do. He put the company on his back again. Again. And I know it's just internet hate. And internet hate doesn't really matter, right? Because who cares? You're not going to go to Moxley's face and say this shit. I'm not going to. I'm not crazy. But if Moxley didn't do the things that he did to make this title reign as hated as it was, the main event also would not have been as good as it was. And just, again, shout out Jon Moxley, the ace of AEW, the man who keeps on putting the company on his back when they need him the most, all the time. AEW would not be what AEW is without Jon Moxley.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, he is like, whenever the company gets into some type of funk, or whenever something, a CM Skunk shit happens or whatever, right? Jon Moxley has always been there to right the ship every time. Like, that's why he's, that's one of the reasons why you say he's the ace. The other reason is just when he goes in, he goes all the way. He doesn't half-ass any of the stuff he does. And, I'll put myself in that category too. I didn't, a lot of us, most of us, none of us saw the vision, right? He knew what it was. We didn't.
Yeah.
We can only go by what we see, right? And yeah, I agree. If the title reign if we didn't get him to, hate us like a legit heel, he was the most legit heel we've seen in AEW. He got everybody to hate him, and he did it in the most unconventional way too. He hid the title, right? Yeah, I agree. If he didn't get us to hate him at first, this along with the Hangman storyline going on, colliding and paying off, wouldn't have felt as good.
Yeah. There's also one more note that I got from the live show. So I didn't get to see this because I wasn't like super far back, but I was, a little bit. There was someone in the front row who was saying that after the match was over and Hangman was like, raising that title, doing all the stuff that he was doing, Moxley was outside of the ring still, right, with Marina. And this person, again, this is a third party thing, so we don't know how true this is, but it would kind of make sense. Apparently, Moxley was looking at Marina as like, look at these people. He was like beaming. He was like so happy. So just, again, Proffitt, you already said it. I don't need to say it again, but Moxley did what he had to do to make this moment a moment. And it was like 8-9 months of this. And none of us saw the vision. None of us. This is why we need to remind people, ourselves included, that fantasy booking is fun, but when the people know what they're doing, they know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm not gonna wipe away what I said before, because what I said before was valid. That's how I was feeling. But looking back, we none of us saw the vision, and that's on us.
Yeah, we didn't see the vision. But again, we can only go by what we, especially in a pro wrestling sense, we can only go by what we see, right? So, we didn't see it, but, now we can, not saying wipe away everything from the past, right? Not saying that.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is we can now look back and be like, okay, now this whole thing is done. We could go, okay, now we can see the whole picture of how everything went down.
Yeah, man. Hindsight's 2020. Moxley, a lot of us were putting things on that title reign that didn't need to be there. Like everyone's saying, oh, this is going to be Shane McMahon. No.
No.
If you go back and watch that very first promo that he did, with the bag, with the title in the bag, driving away from the arena, he said exactly what he meant.
Mm-hmm.
He said that he was sick and tired of the way AEW was, and he hated what pro wrestling had become.
Yep.
He said it. We just didn't listen. Like, we just didn't listen. None of us took what he said at any face value. Everyone went to fantasy booking their own thing. Oh, this is a Shane McMahon thing. Oh, this is that. Oh, this is this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The main thing I want to do, I just want to say that up top, that all of us were wrong. And if you're going to say that, oh, you knew all along, or you're going to say, oh, Moxley should have won at All In, you still don't understand what happened.
Yeah, you don't. If you think Moxley should have won that, you don't get the picture at all.
There are still people actively fighting for Darby right now, saying that Darby should have been the one to beat Moxley. Still.
No. When Darby literally said himself, he doesn't care to be world champion. He doesn't. He just wants to wrestle. Yeah.
Exactly. Will he be world champion eventually? Yes, for sure. Darby eventually will be a world champion. Now is not the time. And the people who are still arguing for him, they just don't get it. They want to see whatever they want to see. This is probably one of the best stories AEW has ever told. And the fact that none of us understood it while it was going makes it better. Because this is what pro wrestling is supposed to be about. We all fell for the bait. They got us. All of us. And you want to try to act like you're still smart? No, you're dumb. We're all dumb. Just enjoy the ride.
Yeah, it was hey, they got us. It was, but the payoff was huge.
God bless, bro. I wish I was taking a video. I was so in the moment that I didn't even think about taking a video of when the whole thing happened, but we will get there.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to go through the whole show, maybe not beat by beat because my voice would not be able to handle it, but we're going to go through the show top to bottom, including 0 Hour.
Mm-hmm.
But we're kind of gonna go through 0 Hour a little bit quick. We're not going to talk about the first match first. We're going to talk about the announcement that happened on 0 Hour before the matches started.
Yes. We
had a card change. At the time, we all thought we were going to be seeing Adam Cole versus Kyle Fletcher.
Mm-hmm.
We were not going to see that. Instead, we found out that we were going to be getting a TNT title 4-way, and Adam Cole has relinquished the title. The TNT 4-way that they announced was Kyle Fletcher versus Sammy Guevara versus Daniel Garcia versus Dustin Rhodes. Profit. We're not going to talk about the actual part that Adam Cole said. We'll wait till we get that in the show. When you heard the news first, what was your reaction?
Oh, my reaction was something happened. Like something bad happened to Adam Cole. What went through my mind, like when they changed it, because there's been times where, think of the current Red Velvet situation and Ring of Honor, right?
Yeah.
They crown an interim champion until she gets healed up. Very rarely does Tony Khan strip somebody of a belt. Mm-hmm. If it's something that's they're just going to be out for a month or something like that, right? No. This is like Adam Cole does not have the title anymore. And they're doing they're doing a 4-way for the title. So I was like, oh, something bad happened. Like something's really wrong. That was my initial thought. I was like, ooh, something's really wrong. Something's bad.
In the arena, we actually did not. We didn't get to hear 0 Hour in the arena. They were just kind of talking, right? We didn't hear any of it. The only thing that we got to see from 0 Hour were the promos, the John Moxley and Renee Paquette being in the car talking about things. We got to see those things, but we didn't actually get to see them actually talking or hear them talking.
Right.
So our first experience of hearing that the TNT title had changed was seeing the graphic maybe 30 minutes or something like that before the matches started.
Oh shit.
So, and I only can speak for my area. So, Again, it's the 30,000 people apparently in the arena. We'll say like, well, I'll say like 26 to be safe. But they were saying 30. We don't fully know. My area, we were confused. We didn't know what was going on. We were like, oh, did Adam Cole get hurt? When did he get hurt? What happened? This, that, and the third. None of us knew. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be completely honest. Everyone's like, oh my God, he got hurt again. Like, what could he have done to get hurt again? What's going on? Like, so everyone was kind of like, figuring out what was going on and why it changed. And there were people in Adam Cole shirts that were around me, like a couple rows in front of me, that were like yelling, like, what the fuck is going? Like, they were freaking out, right? Mm-hmm. Of course, we found out later what was happening, but we'll get there. So that was the change that we got to the card. So now we're gonna get into the matches, and I'm gonna go through these kind of quick because I literally can't.
Let's see. You know what? I could go through the 0 hour stuff.
Oh, yes, please.
So, okay. So, the first match we had for 0 hour was the Sons of Texas, which was Dustin Rhodes, Ross Von Erich, Marshall Von Erich, and Sammy Guevara versus Shane Taylor Promotions, which had, of course, Shane Taylor, Lee Moriarty, Carly Bravo, and Captain Sean Dean. You know what? This was a pretty fun match. It's even more hilarious not hilarious, but it's even more crazy that Dustin was wrestling his ass off this match and then had to wrestle again.
he wrestled 3 times in 24 hours because the night before, he also defended the ROH tag team titles in a really good match against the Infantry.
Yep. That was a fun match. But, Dustin and crew, of course, won. He hit Carly Bravo with the Iron Claw and pretty much held him down and got the 3 count. So yeah, it was a pretty fun match. Interesting seeing Anthony Ogogo again. Part of STP. You haven't seen him since the Cody Rhodes days, so it's it was kind of interesting. Now, the second 0 hour match was another 8-man tag. Now, I'm going to talk some shit. I'm going to use Big Boom AJ to talk a little shit right now. But we had Big Boom AJ and the conglomeration, which was Hologram, Kyle O'Reilly, and Tomohiro Ishii, versus the Don Callis family, which is Hechicero, Lance Archer, Rocky Romero, and Trip Beretta. So, I'm going to start this with, do you realize Big Boom AJ wrestled in front of more people than 3 WWE shows combined? I'm just going to leave that there. Big Boom AJ. The Rizzler and his other son that got thrown around by Trent Beretta.
The Big Justice.
The Big Justice. They all were in front of more people than all 3 of those WWE shows combined. Those counter-programmed WWE shows, by the way.
2 of which were apparently awful.
And they were also playing the same time 0 hours playing. So take that what you will.
We didn't talk about this, but
yeah,
everyone when the All In time got announced, everyone was like, okay, they'll finish before, or they'll finish at some time during Saturday Night Main Event. I think they went the entire time that Saturday Night Main Event was on.
Yep. No. Those 6 hours were the exact 6 hours. For all the WWE shows. They fucked them, dude.
That's hilarious.
So, yeah. What was it? This match wasn't bad at all. Of course, come on, man. You have Captain Collision there, Hologram, Big Tom, and Kyle O'Reilly. You got the Don Callis family. You're going to have a fun match. Mine's Big Boom AJ, but whatever.
I didn't think he was... This was his best showing. I didn't think he was... Yeah. He wasn't awful like he was before. He was okay in this match.
He wasn't terrible. I'm just saying, look. The match was 10 minutes? 10, maybe 15 minutes?
Yeah.
And he wrestled 2 minutes of it, okay?
I think we got the... once Big Justice got pushed down by Trent.
Yeah.
You could see the switch the switch flip in him. Yeah. And he started trying to wrestle like he was in the Tokyo Dome. It was hilarious.
I mean, he wrestled better than Goldberg, but
I have not watched the match. I will not watch the match. I
no,
refuse.
I just saw highlights.
The only thing that I saw is that he was in the ring crying, and they cut off his speech.
In true WWE fashion.
They don't do no runovers like AEW does.
Yep. All I'm gonna say about, like, hey, have a good retirement, Goldberg. I can't say I hate Goldberg. I don't hate Goldberg. Shit, back in the day, I loved Goldberg.
He was my favorite wrestler as a kid. My favorite wrestler.
Like back in the day, Goldberg was he was it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And shit, I went to when I went to a WCW Monday Nitro, and like it was one where it was out here in Vegas. At the end of it, he wrecks the whole NWO by himself. And my mom was came by because it was at the MGM Grand. She came by to pick us up, and she was like, she didn't watch WCW. She was like, "Who was Goldberg?" And I was like, "Oh, we were telling her those, the wrestler Goldberg." And she was like, "Yeah, you could hear it outside of the MGM Grand, people chanting Goldberg. That's legit. How big he was.
He was legit."
Yeah. So yeah, like just to put that out there, I don't hate Goldberg at all.
You want to know really quick what my favorite memory of Goldberg was?
What was that?
SummerSlam. Mm-hmm. When we all cheered that his son got beat up.
When he got put in the Hurt Lock by Bobby Lashley.
Yes. That's my favorite Goldberg memory of all time.
Oh, man. So, yeah, so Goldberg, have a good retirement. You did good. You did good, man. But you still have one of the coldest entrances in all of wrestling.
Oh, of all time. The most badass entrance of all time, especially when he had the police around him and he had to walk to oh my god, and standing in the pyro, bro.
Yeah, like they hit the thing. All right, Bill, come out, and he's just all fucking. You hear him hit the thing, and he's all fucking going crazy and shit. Yeah.
The times where he would hit his head and his head would start, like the one or two times where his like head started bleeding after it.
He went out there and fucked somebody up in like 30 seconds. Yeah.
Bro,
yeah.
Goldberg at his peak, there are barely any wrestlers that clear him at being a badass. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah. Oh, no. Not at all. So, yeah. With that, go back to this match, and, of course, Big Boom AJ hit Rocky. Of course, Rocky Romero had to take it. He got hit with the power boom, and that was it. And he got the victory for the conglomeration. Let's see. And then the final match for 0 Hour was the tag match between FTR and the Outrunners.
Hell yes.
FTR and Outrunners 2. This was just like the first match. This was just as fun.
Shout out Outrunners for wearing Newport trunks.
Oh, man. They, it goes with the 80s thing because, they look like they smell like a bunch of Newports, but yeah.
I don't know if it was audible on the feed, but during their tag match, there were people chanting, "We want Newports." I don't know if it was audible. It was hilarious.
Oh, man. Yeah, let's see. So, the Outrunners damn near won this match, but, Big Stoke came in clutch. He pulled Turbo Floyd off when Turbo was pinning Dax Hardwood. Not Dax Hardwood. Dax. Turbo was pinning Dax. Big Stoke pulled him off. And then, Dax recovered and then, rolled up Turbo Floyd with the good old the most devastating move of all sports, a good old schoolboy roll up. Mm-hmm. And he put his feet on the ropes, so it's impossible to break out.
And wasn't Stoke holding his feet too?
Yep. So they win. So the FTR won, but they barely won because the Outrunners were coming in there with they were bringing the heat this time.
God, that was such a good match. if there was this, sadly, well, I guess not sadly, this is the second best tag match, 2-on-2 tag match of the show, which is crazy to think, but that match on the pre-show or on the main card.
Oh man, yeah, we're gonna talk about that match on the main card. That was, whew.
Lord have mercy.
That was a match.
Yes, it was.
Man, yeah, man. So that was all of 0 Hour. 0 Hour is super fun. I highly recommend you watch it. But we're gonna get to the big show now.
Man, main card. We start with the AEW World Trios Championships. We have the Ops, Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Katsuyori Shibata versus the Death Riders, Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, and Gabe Kidd. Bro, this was I think we all expected this match to be physical. I don't think we expected what was going on in this match, because we got some nice pair-offs. We got a little bit of a redo between Gabe and Shibata, where they started hitting each other. We got Powerhouse Hobbs doing power slams off of people's backs. Like this match was a very, very good trios match. Wheeler Yuta, of course, got beat up by Joe, Shibata, and Powerhouse Hobbs. Samoa Joe was able to get him up with that muscle buster. 1, 2, 3. The Ops retained the Trios Championships, but that was not the end of the story.
Oh, no.
Being very angry that they lost, Claudio and Gabe Kidd decided to attack the Ops. They laid basically all of them out. But then the worst part of it, Samoa Joe had a steel chair wrapped around his neck, and Claudio did a running stomp right onto the chair. Samoa Joe looked like he was out. He got stretchered out. And the story of this match was the Ops did win, but now there's less help for later. They were still able to take out the Ops, basically. Because if Samoa Joe wasn't there, the Ops weren't going to be able to help in the main event. And this was part of the thing, right? The main thing was the Ops said they were going to be there to help, but they couldn't. Proffitt, what were your thoughts on this match and the post-match segment?
Oh, the match was fantastic. One of the pair-offs that I liked the most, and they were kind of continuing from Collision, was Shibata and Gabe Kidd. That shit's always fun to match. They've beaten the hell out of each other.
It was so good.
I also like the other pair-off of Hobbs and Claudio. I think we just need a singles match between those two again, and let them tear it up, man. Go ahead.
I do think that this is not over between the Ops and the Death Riders. I think we're for sure going to get more, because this ending with them hurting Joe definitely does not feel like we are done with this story. I don't know when they're going to pick it back up, but at some point they will have to pick this back up.
I think they're going to pick it up immediately.
You think so?
Yeah, kind of like how, remember when, as soon as the Death Riders lost the trios titles, and we were like, oh, this might be the end of it? Hell no, that wasn't the end of it. They were going on a tear. like Claudio was killing everybody in sight. Pretty much. It was just, so I think on Wednesday, this is going to continue. And it'll probably even go even more. Because I think that what they're waiting for is Pac to come back.
That's true. Well, we don't know how long he's going to be out. He's been out for a while already, though.
Yeah. So I don't know if he's if he's good, and if he's good, we don't know if the other issue is visa issues, right?
That's a problem in America right now.
Mm-hmm. So we might have one thing, but the other thing might be the issue. But the thing at the end of the match, though, man, I was like, oh shit, they took out 3 people. I'm like, huh. I wonder who's going to pick up that slack. We found out.
Oh, did we?
We found out. But man, right at the beginning, we're like, I was like, oh, okay. They're starting out by showing us, hey, the Death Riders eliminated one of their threats already in the ops. The ops ain't gonna be there. So who's gonna be there to help?
That was the concern, right? Because
Yep.
everyone was like, "Oh, that's one group down, it's
Yep.
one group out." So now you only have to rely on Ospreay, who is going to have a match later that night. Who else could be there to help? I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yep. Meanwhile,
Next,
Darby is still floating from Mount Everest to the arena.
he look he got a little harness. He said, "All right, y'all, it's time for me to go. Which way is Texas?" And his strippers were like, "That way." He's like, "All right," jumped. He took off all his Everest stuff. He got into his wrestling gear at the top of Everest. It was negative 45 degrees. Don't worry, don't ask how I know. I just know. Negative 45 degrees. And he was like, "Okay, it's time to go." And he jumped.
Yep. He jumped in the wingsuit.
Why did it take him so long to get down there? It's a long way to get to Texas from Everest, bro.
Hey man, you had to float.
You had to float. Next up, we go straight into the men's Casino Gauntlet. For those who are not aware, Casino Gauntlet rules. You have a 1 and a 2, and people will keep on coming out up until the first pinfall submission. So there is not like a set number. There was a dude next to me who was like, "Oh yeah, no, the number's 12." And I'm sitting there like, no, there is no set number in the Gauntlet. It's like, "Oh no, I read on the internet it's 12." No, there's not a set number for the Casino Gauntlet. And when we get there, he's like, "Oh, I guess the internet lied." I was like, "Yeah, I guess so."
God.
But we start with MJF and Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe and MJF obviously have had issues for the last couple of weeks. MJF tried to get as many roll-ups as he could. It did not work. Eventually, Ricochet came out. Ricochet quickly aligned with MJF and started beating up Mark Briscoe. Next up, Bandito came out to help out. After Bandito was Takeshita, and Bandito and Takeshita had another little showing from their like 18-star match from the night before at Supercard of Honor.
Oh my God.
If y'all have not watched Bandito versus Konosuke Takeshita for the Ring of Honor Men's World Championship, do yourself a favor. Do that right after you listen to this podcast. And then come back to the podcast and tell us what you thought of the match and why it was 18 stars. Because it was. After Takeshita, we got Mystico, who went out there and people were singing a song. I was in the crowd saying, like, "Bro, don't do this. None of us know the song here." And the crowd proved me wrong. I don't know how audible it was on the feed, but there were people singing.
Yeah, I think that's why MJF jumped out of the ring.
People were singing. I was like, my flabbers were gasted. I'll tell you that much right now. I did not know so many people were going to be able to sing the song in Texas, but hey, a win's a win. After Mystico, Josh Alexander came out. Josh Alexander and Takeshita were obviously working together for a little bit. Then we got Anthony Bowens, Roderick Strong, and Brody King. All really good points. Everyone kind of had their moment in the sun, except for Bowens. But we'll talk about him a little bit more in a minute.
Oh, we're gonna talk about something because, yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a minute. Him and Max Caster. We're just gonna talk about that,
Bro, we got a lot to talk about for this gauntlet, which is why I'm kind of saying everyone who's in it, because we got to talk about almost every person in this gauntlet. It's gonna be crazy. After Brody King, we got a surprise. The person who made me lose my voice for the first time, clean shaven Juice Robinson, came out to the ring, and he was on fire, bro. I saw a video of him being in the back, being surprised that he got like a pop the way he did.
Yeah.
Juice, we love you, bro. You made me lose my goddamn voice the first time. And this is when things kind of start going a little bit crazy, because the Gates of Agony came out there to help Ricochet, because Ricochet and Juice Robinson were fighting. But then we got another return. The Guns ran down to the ring, also to a pop. They hit the 310 to Yuma, and they got them up out of there. After that, we got Kota Ibushi, which is very nice to see. And then after after Ibushi was Beast Mortos, right? And then our final entrant, because we had a little bit of a break between, so we thought it was over, right? We thought it was gonna be 13. We were gonna be done, but the final person to come out, Max fucking Caster. So everyone was like, okay, everyone in the arena was like, okay, this has to be a surprise. Like, who is it gonna be? Who is going to be able to do this? It was Max Caster. Everyone was shocked at first, but then everyone decided to do the chant. Proffitt, I also did the chant.
Damn right you did.
Bro, it's fun to do. I'm not gonna lie. It's really fun to do.
If I was there, I would have did the chant too.
It's so good. It's so good. Max Caster didn't really get into the ring though, because him and Bowens kind of got into it a little bit, which again we will have to talk about in a minute. This was our last entrant because Mark Briscoe was able to hit the J Driller on Roderick Strong. Mm-hmm. We all thought that Mark Briscoe was gonna win. We were here only for that stupid son of a bitch MJF to do what he does. He tossed Mark Briscoe out of the ring and stole the pin. MJF has won the men's Casino Gauntlet and now has a guaranteed shot at the men's world championship. Mm-hmm. At this time against Jon Moxley. Proffitt, we got a lot to talk about. What were your thoughts on the Casino Gauntlet?
Well, first off, the whole Casino Gauntlet, it was fun, man. Every time somebody came in, it was just everybody got their shit in. It was fun.
It was so good. Really fun. It was like a 30-minute match. It was fantastic.
And I think a lot of people don't understand what clean shaven Juice Robinson means. That means he's like serious Juice Robinson. Now, he's like, back in, what is it, New Japan Intercontinental Champion Juice Robinson.
Yes. The one who was able to beat Jon Moxley for that U.S. title.
Yeah.
Juice Robinson.
That Juice Robinson, like, yeah, and there was a backstage interview with him and the Guns, and he was talking about how he was like, hey, I'm back, but you know what? I'm back for gold. The Bang Bang Gang is back to get some gold, whether it be the trios, the tag, whatever. We're all back, and we're here. We're here to be serious and to get some gold.
I was so happy to see that. I was like, yes, they're serious. They're kind of going what Jay White was doing, because before Jay White got hurt, he got a little bit more serious too. So they're all, we're almost there. We just need Jay to come back, and they need a prolonged run where they all can be together for a long time. We are going to see some championships change hands to the Bang Bang Gang.
Mm-hmm. And the other thing too was that I don't know if you caught the Max Caster promo at the very, the backstage one.
I didn't watch the Caster one, but I did watch the Bowens one.
Ooh. That Max Caster one was, he was talking a whole lot of shit about Bowens.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Remember when we were talking last week on the last episode, we talked about Bowens feeling fake.
Yeah. Yeah, we did. We were the only ones to say that.
Max Caster, for about 2.5, 3 minutes, was talking about Anthony Bowens being fake, and about him, the reason, he's upset because no one really gives a shit about him, and everybody cares, everybody cheers and interacts with Max Caster, because the difference between Bowens and him is, he said he's being himself. He's like, when I go out there, I'm me. I'm myself. And the people feel that. When he goes out there, he puts on the fake smiles and goes on talk shows and all that stuff. And he's still doing the stuff that he was doing with me, like the scissors and the stuff like that. And he's like, none of that is, it all comes off as fake, and it's not him.
Were we right?
We called it a week ago.
Oh my God, did we call it? Because I can tell you right now, no one else was talking about that before us.
Right.
Not a single person.
Right. Max Caster must have listened.
He had to have. Because no one was talking about it.
Yeah. And like he went in on fucking Anthony Bowens for a good 2.5 minutes. And he's like, the reason why he's not, nothing good. Well, the reason why he's not getting over right now is because, he wanted to break away, and everybody sees how fake he is and sees how real I am. I was like, oh shit.
God, that's such a good contrast to what Bones was saying. Because we've been we talk again, like you said, we talked about last week, with Bowens not really knowing what he's doing, right? I guess we clocked it. But Bowens in his backstage interview was heated. He was upset. Like he looked like he had like a fire in him. What was he saying? He was saying that like, where's Billy? Why is Billy not here? Like, this is not how it's supposed to go. Max Caster, like he also got on Max Caster a little bit, and it just it kind of confirmed what we were saying, right? Because that Bowens that we got backstage is not the Bowens that we get in live audiences. Because I guess like Caster said, he's all smiling, he's still doing the scissors, all that kind of stuff. We are about to have like some kind of awakening. They're about to feud like they should have feuded before, and I think we're gonna. It has to be confirmed now. We're gonna get the double turn. If there's any time to do a double turn, it's right here.
Bowens goes heel on Caster's face.
Yes,
because like right now, Caster is pretty much he's pretty much there.
No one boos him. Like, of course, people were like shocked that he came out of the gauntlet, but the second that he took the mic, he was able to take control of that entire crowd. Meanwhile, Bowens, all he's thinking about is trying to win gold. He's I lost my chance at the world title, and Billy Gunn told him, bro, you're just becoming a singles. You can't get there yet. And for whatever reason, Bowens is really trying to rush to a title. Because, I mean, he tried to wrestle Okada, right? Lost. He tried to wrestle Ricochet. Lost. He's been trying to put himself in a lot of situations to win gold. Has not been working. And he's just been getting more and more frustrated every single week.
He keeps blaming Billy Gunn, too. Which is like, and it's like, well, no, hold on. It's not up to Billy Gunn to make you win. It's up to you to make you win.
Billy was trying to tell him, because Billy also was like, bro, I don't know what you want me to do. 1 week you want me to go with you. 1 week you don't want me to go with you. I don't know what you want from me. So yeah, they're playing this up. This has to lead to a double turn. Yeah,
and the funny thing is, if anyone would know, going from a tag to a singles wrestler, it's Billy Gunn.
Exactly. Oh, the last thing that Bowen said is he was like, all right, Billy Gunn, I need you to be on Dynamite this week. You need to show up. So if I was Billy Gunn, I probably wouldn't show up. Probably not a good idea. But yeah, you have any other thoughts on the Casino Gauntlet?
The men's Casino Gauntlet? No, it was fun. It was
really good. I liked it. Next up, we had a moment, and when I tell you what happened on this part, I'm also going to relay what the people around me were saying. So we get the graphic for the TNT title match, but the first thing we hear is Adam Cole's music. So everyone is confused in the arena. I'm guessing at home too. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't hear commentary, so I have no idea what commentary is saying at this point. We hear Cole's music, and everyone's like, "What the fuck is going on?" So we're all trying to dissect how Cole's walking, like if there's like a sling, anything, right? We all come to conclusions like, oh, there's no damage. Like, he doesn't look like he is hurt. What is going on? And then we get the news. He apologized for letting everyone down. He said that he has medical issues that made him unable to compete, and he says he's going to be gone for a while. That he is going to be sidelined for longer than he expected. He also was saying, and this is the point where people like kind of shifted. He said, and I'm going to do the quote, "I have health issues going on at the moment that not only will not allow me to defend this championship tonight, but I'm being gone for a while. I don't even want to think about retiring because I'm not in the right headspace. And that's when the air completely left the arena.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you could feel it on TV.
Oh yeah, like no, I think anybody watching it from home, it probably had the same reaction as the arena.
It was not great. Adam Cole looked like he was about to cry, and he talked about his dream about being a professional wrestler. He talked about like us making that dream come true, bro. I'm actually kind of like, I'm getting a little, just even thinking about it now. Cole really did a good job of telling the crowd how great they are and everything like that. But the crowd was just out of it. I'm guessing everyone at home was just kind of out of it. So we get one last boom and Adam Cole, baby. He puts the title down. He walks out. Roddy's crying. Kyle looks like he's about to cry. Adam Cole was crying. People around me in the area were crying. Big Boom AJ and all them behind me were going boom, boom, boom. Fucking assholes. But that's neither here nor there. It just, the air was sucked out of the arena. We get Daniel Garcia coming out. We get Sammy Guevara. There is no cheering. Like the way that you heard it on the feed, yeah, there was no cheering. No one even really tried. Right? Everyone was just kind of like in a stupor.
Yeah.
So everyone came out to silence. A majority of that match was in silence because everyone around me specifically was talking about what was going on with Adam Cole. People were trying to look up news articles to figure out what was going on. It was a moment, bro. Like you could feel, you can cut the tension in there with a rusty butter knife. Like you could hear a pin drop in the arena. Even when they were wrestling, bro. Like it was rough. Kyle Fletcher came out to the music. So everyone kind of guessed at that point, like, oh, Kyle was for sure gonna win this. So everyone around us was talking about, okay, let Kyle Fletcher still win this match. Let's do what we're gonna do, right?
Yeah.
That is not what happened. I'm not gonna lie to you. I cannot tell you what happened during the match. Like I cannot tell you. Like I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be able to. I'm not even gonna try to lie and pretend like I can tell you what happened during the match because I can't. The only things that I know is that there was a point where Dustin and Sammy were like kind of staring at each other or whatever, right? But we did get a new TNT champion. It's just not who we expected. The crowd was kind of picking up at this point, right? The crowd was trying to get back into the match. There was a little bit more cheering, but we got a nice little pop for the natural Dustin Rhodes becoming TNT champion. The crowd elevated. I did not get up out of my seat. I was like, I want Fletcher to win, but neither here nor there. The crowd got really happy. Dustin, I ended up getting up after when I saw Dustin like crying in the corner. It was a great moment. I'm not gonna lie. It was a great moment. It was able to like get the crowd back up. Dustin was out there with his family and the Von Erichs. Sammy was there. Like it was a very feel good moment. Proffitt, I'm gonna ask you first about Adam Cole before we get into the match. What did you think about Adam Cole's message to the fans?
Oh man, that was rough, man. You watch it on, because I know you were in the crowd, but you watch that on TV, you could like see how visually messed up he was from whatever news it was that he got. Like when he was walking out, he damn near broke down as he was coming out.
Yeah.
So it was like, and you know, when you watch it, you'll see like he was like, he pretty much was breaking down in the ring. If it would have went longer, he would have full blown broke down.
Man.
It was like, yeah, like that's how you know something was like really, really, really wrong. Like it was something really bad. What? We don't know. We'll find out eventually, but what? You know, I'm not even going to try to guess.
There is a report out, but for the respect of Adam Cole, I'm not going to say what the report said. I feel like whatever's happening with Adam Cole, he should be the one to talk about it if he wants to talk about it. So as much as the reporting's out there, if you want to know what it is, it's potentially out there. But realistically, I think if you respect Adam Cole, if you care about wrestlers at all, you would let him tell the story instead of trying to read SRS reporting on it.
Oh, the person that reported and said SRS said it was lying.
Oh, he was lying? Okay, good.
Yeah, because he was like, "What the hell? No, I didn't say that." He's like, "I didn't say that at all."
Good, because even more reason why I'm happy we're not actually going to talk about it. It's Cole's thing to tell. Once he's ready to tell it, if he even wants to tell it, he will. But until then, respect his privacy. Respect that this is his dream since he was a child, and he might have to potentially give it up for whatever is happening to him right now. So. Yeah. For once, I'm asking wrestling fans to be human beings. Respect the man's privacy. You can tweet at him. Everyone's tweeted at him. We got like a Britt Baker tweet. We got the industry whole worldwide was tweeting about him. Kevin Owens, Malachi Black, Aleister Black, I guess his name is now. Everyone was tweeting at Adam Cole about this announcement, so it has to be serious. So just respect his privacy. He'll tell us when he wants to tell us, if he tells us. But even if he doesn't, that's fine because it's none of our business. And I hope that this is not career ending. And I hope at some point in the future we will see Adam Cole again.
Yeah, for sure. I hope whatever it is, he can recover. He can heal. More importantly, heal. Be good health. And then if he can come back. But one of the things I was saying, online was, if he can't, if he has to, stop wrestling and stuff like that, he'd be a damn good person to have in the back.
He could be a producer. He could be a manager. He could be a commentator. He was great on commentary.
Yeah.
He can do whatever he wants to do if he decides to do that.
Right. Yeah. Like, he's a damn good hand. Like, if it's the end of wrestling for him, he can go anywhere and be, he can do anything anywhere, within the company, I feel like. As long as he wants to, be around, wrestling.
This is very random. I'm sorry. I got to break this up. In my headphones, it sounded like my voice was better. So I took one of my headphones off and I started talking just now and I realized my voice is not better at all. So I thought I was good. I was like, I'm getting better as we go. No.
All right,
I'm getting there.
Drink that hot tea. You'll be good.
I'm getting there. All right, Proffitt, what did you think about the TNT title match?
The match was actually good. I did watch the match.
Okay. I'm going to have to watch it.
While wondering at the same time what the hell, how, what it was that took Adam Cole out, but the match was pretty damn good. I like many people. I was rooting for Kyle Fletcher to win, but I feel like they called the audible and had Dustin win.
It was a feel good moment for sure.
Yeah, because to break that up, because they're like, hey, Dustin, you're in Texas, you're a Texan. Let's have you win the title and have a feel good moment that's going to come out of this announcement that's about to happen before you guys go out there. But I'm also happy Dustin Rhodes won it because, man, Dustin Rhodes has been busting his ass. He ain't taking days off, man. He's like every week he's busting his ass on Ring of Honor. And if you need him on AEW Dynamite or Collision, he's right there too. You call him up anytime and he's in there. So I'm curious on how his title reign is going to be.
The man wrestled 3 matches in 24 hours.
He might be wrestling Wednesday on Dynamite. I wouldn't put it past him.
I wouldn't mind it, but if he is wrestling, it should be against Kyle Fletcher, and let's move forward. The moment is over. I'm happy for him. I think I'm already ready for a new TNT champion.
At least let him get some Get some defenses under his belt before losing it.
So
But the TNT title is supposed to be volatile, so there's
yeah.
that too.
So that means he's gonna wrestle Vanilla Baby Blake Christian on Wednesday.
I wouldn't put it past him to do that.
All right. The next match we got, there was a graphic on the Tron. So when I saw the graphic, me and the dude who looked like Josh Alexander next to me, and his girlfriend or wife, I don't know who she was. I don't know what she was to him. I'm gonna just say wife for the sake of saying wife. We were like, okay, y'all get out of the ring now. It's time for y'all to leave. Go, shoo. Because next we got what I consider match of the night. Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay versus the Young Bucks. Boy, oh boy. You want to talk about a shift in the crowd?
Mm-hmm.
The crowd saw that image of the match graphic. Everyone stood up. It was time.
Yep.
We got Will Ospreay being an assassin. I guess it's like officially official now, even though I'm pretty sure it was official before. I'm pretty sure they said that he was an assassin before. But now he's an official assassin in Assassin's Creed. So congratulations to him. I will never forgive the crowd because I didn't know who, couldn't see who it was, but it was JoJo.
Yeah.
And she was singing Ain't Nobody. And me, with my voice gone, was belting the song. And everyone around me thought I was crazy. I will never forgive AEW fans for not knowing Shaka Khan. Never. But JoJo was out there. I couldn't even see who it was. I found out later that it was JoJo. And I saw like the fireflies around her. That was really dope, by the way.
Yeah.
The Young Bucks come out as they usually do. But then
The Bucks are hilarious, dude.
the Bucks get on a boat like they're going to war. The founding fathers are sailing through the crowd, and Justin Roberts is in there doing like a decree about the EVPs, and I was dying.
So, I don't know if you saw it, if they showed it on there. So, when it played the Bucks music at first, and then it went into the, the whole
The revolutionary music, yeah.
yeah, the revolutionary music, right?
Uh-huh.
And he pulled, so well, he introduced the Bucks at first, and they didn't come out. And then when they came out, when they started coming out on the boat, when the revolutionary music came out, he picked up, he took the little scroll that had the thing for the Bucks.
Oh my god! I didn't see that. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Ospreay and fucking and Swerve were like, "Oh my god!" Like really? And then Justin Roberts started reading it off. I was like, "Oh my goodness, that shit is gold, man."
Bro, I don't care what anyone says. I love the Young Bucks. I don't care what you weirdo fans have to say about the Young Bucks. They are the best tag team on the planet. I don't give a shit, bro. They know what they're doing. They're so damn good. Oh, yeah, that's hilarious.
The Bucks are excellent.
All right. Now, we got to talk about the match.
Yeah.
Because, oh boy, was it a match. Oh. Yeah, it was. I'm not going to talk about every detail. If you only can watch one match from this show, first off, you're doing the show wrong. You should watch every single match.
Yeah, you should watch every single match.
But if you only have to watch one match, I would start here and just leave it on for the rest of the show. But realistically, you should be watching every match because every match is fantastic. I'm gonna go through this kind of quick. I'm not gonna talk about everything. The Bucks had control very early because they are the more experienced tag team. Swerve and Will Ospreay were eventually able to come back and make this more of a like back and forth match. And the match went from the Bucks taking over to match of the year in about 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Bro, there were dual styles clashes. There was a sequence that is going really crazy on Twitter right now, apparently, because you know how they are. There's moments where Ospreay hits Swerve with the hidden blade, and everyone's like, "Oh no, Swerve's gonna hurt him." Swerve did not, though, thankfully. They worked together. I I cannot explain this match. I'm not going to try to explain this match. All I will say is that the end of the match, we got a house call hidden blade combo. And not only was it timed perfectly, like everything else in this match was, this looked like the most vicious tag team finisher I think I've ever seen in my life. I don't even know. I don't remember who they pinned. Was it Matt or Nick? I don't even remember which one they pinned.
I think it was Matt.
Matt took that like death because, oh God, Swerve and Ospreay were able to pull off the upset. Mm-hmm. They were able to beat the Bucks, and the Young Bucks are no longer EVPs. And for whatever reason, despite the fact what Swerve said, on the website right now, if you go to AEW, AllEliteWrestling.com, and if you go to the roster page, you find Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay, they will say EVP. So as of right now, apparently, Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay are EVPs of AEW.
EVPs.
They are right now. They are the EVPs. Which Swerve already said that they did not want the power. But I don't know what got lost in translation, but it's hilarious. We'll talk more about Ospreay later because I don't think Ospreay is going to be able to use his EVP power at all, really. But we'll talk about that when we get there. This was my match of the night. This was probably one of the best tag team matches I think I've ever seen. Well, this was probably the best tag team match I've ever seen live, but probably one of the best tag team matches I've ever seen in my life. Proffitt, what were your thoughts on the match?
Oh man, this match had everything, man. At one point, I thought the Bucks were going to win when Ospreay took out Swerve with the hidden blade, and Swerve was just knocked out, and the Bucks were hitting everything on Ospreay. I was like, oh shit.
Ospreay's the new kick out kid, bro. He was kicking out everything.
He kicked out at everything, and yeah, man, the way it all ended up, man, it's just shit. That match was like nothing short of damn near perfect. As far as the tag match goes, to the point where I'm like, man, I would really like to see Swerve and Ospreay just be a tag team for a bit.
There were hopes. A lot of people were kind of hoping that they would lose for that reason, right?
Yeah.
Because like, oh, you can do this, you can do the Unified Championship, you can do this, that, and the third. I think everyone would have been very okay with Swerve and Ospreay losing.
Oh yeah. Oh man, but you know that last part at the end, right? Swerve when he knocked out Nick Jackson outside of the ring, and he came back in the ring, and Matt Jackson was, you know, after he took that pile driver and he got back up, and you know Ospreay was about to go for the hidden blade, and Swerve was like, "Go on, do it," because he was about to hit the house call. Man, Matt Jackson was trying to tag Nick. I don't know if you can see it, but he was like, he's getting up. He was trying to tag Nick Jackson, and he got hit with both of those moves at the same time.
Yikes!
Yeah, when you watch it again, you'll see it. He's like he's reaching out to try to tag Nick Jackson, but Nick's not there because he got fucked up by Swerve. He's outside the ring, all messed up. And yeah, it was like bam. It was yeah, man. That shit was damn good. Good.
I can't wait to watch. I can't wait to like sit down on my couch and watch the show. I can't wait. Like those details like this I missed. It's just that's so good.
Yeah, man. And yeah, that tag match, probably one of the best tag matches I've seen past like 10, 15 years, man. Easy.
Bro, it was like you've watched Kuroko no Basketball. It was like seeing everyone in the zone.
Yeah.
Like there were no misses. They were going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
For however long that match was.
Yeah, they were all in the zone. I agree on that. Even Nana was in the zone.
Nana got his head kicked off, but he was also in the zone.
He was there. He was ready.
Oh God, that was so good. What else was good?
Huh?
We had the women's Casino Gauntlet.
Oh yeah.
This was also a very, very, very good gauntlet. I think a lot of people were worried about, you know, timing and things like that because you know how AEW can be sometimes. Like they kind of short some of these women sometimes. Mm-hmm. I'm happy they didn't.
I think it was perfect.
Yeah. Also, go ahead. Sorry.
Because I was The one thing I was hoping, right, was that after the Adam Cole thing, that they didn't have to follow that match, the TNT title match.
Yeah.
Because like there was a different time where there was like a downer, and Mercedes had to have a match like right after that, and it just caught all the shit because of where it was in the card, right? But no, this was perfect because the crowd was back up again after the Swerve Osprey in the Bucks match, and yeah, this hit at a perfect time. So I was glad it was where it was.
Oh, I forgot to mention for that last match, the tag match was the second time I lost my voice. My voice was kind of coming back, and I lost it again for that second match. The Gauntlet did me no favors either. I'm gonna go through this just like I went through the men's Casino Gauntlet. Number 1 was Chris Statlander. Number 2 was Megan Bayne. Very fun first couple of minutes.
Yep.
Like, this was more hard hitting. Like, can we talk about how hard hitting the women are lately? They're hitting harder than most of these men now at this point.
there are, man, look, they are knocking the shit out of each other, man.
Bro,
it's fantastic.
You want strong style? You would expect strong style to be, you know, like the Kenny Omegas, the Kazuchika Okadas. I mean, we got it with Bandito, and we got it with like Takeshita. We got a little bit, but these women out here, bro, they're better strikers than men. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what anyone says anymore. The women hit harder, and they have more vicious matches than the men right now. Honestly, in every company, if we're gonna be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a really good 1 and 2 with Chris Allen and Megan Bayne. Willow Nightingale entered third. Respectfully, Willow. Chris Statlander was in the middle of the ring, very upset. They kind of knocked each other around for a minute. Megan Bayne was out there also. Next up, Ty Mello came out. Ty was also hitting the shit out of people while she was out there. But then this is when we started getting some interference. Penelope Ford was out there trying to start some shit. Anna Jay kind of started fighting her also. Anna Jay kind of got fought off. Penelope Ford was about to get on top of the third rope and was about to jump. But we got a return of Harley Cameron in a face mask that was painted as like a pink cat.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. At first, I thought it was the bunny. For some reason, I was like, "The bunny?"
Bro, it took everyone in the arena a minute also to see who it was, to really understand who it was. But they got it, and they were very happy. So we got a nice little return of Harley Cameron. That Harley Cameron was able to throw everyone out to get us back to a good state. Next up, Tekla. And again, like I said, these women hit. Tekla hits.
Yep.
She was out there beating the hell out of Ty and Willow. Tekla did get hit with the Dr. Bomb, but Statlander broke that up. After another minute, we got Queen Aminata came out. Queen Aminata was next. No, Julia was next. Julia was next. Julia came out, did her thing, obviously. Her and Tekla have like this weird spider connection, which is funny. They like to hang upside down. That's kind of cool. Then Queen Aminata came out while Tekla was standing in the middle of the ring. And you know what happened. After that Queen Aminata pop, by the way, cheering their heads off for Queen Aminata. And she went in there, and her and Tekla continued from where they left off. They beat the hell out of each other.
Yep.
Again. Willow came in and broke up the pin. After that, we had Mina. Mina came out. She didn't do the dance because she was trying to get in there and get the win. Didn't really matter. After that, Athena came out. And Athena, someone said it, she did not get a pop. She got a roar. She also got a roar from me because my voice was gone again for the third time. And this is when my voice broke. It was this point and the next person. So Athena came out there and Athena did Athena things, right? Of course. I'm dead at this point. My voice is gone. The next entrant, fucking Shuri.
Nope.
Am I forgetting? Oh, fucking Thunder Rosa. Fucking
Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, Thunder Rosa. Whatever. She came out there with Athena. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Next up after Thunder Rosa was Shuri. And Profit, I was telling you off the podcast. I screamed a few times and I thought I was gonna black out.
Yeah.
This was one of those times. My voice was already gone from Athena. I went even further beyond for Shuri. The second that I heard that first riff, it was over. Like, it was over. My voice is never coming back.
Man, it was over. Man, like, the first riff, everybody went fucking ballistic.
And the crazy part is we knew she was here. She was at Starcade, whatever it's called.
Yeah, Starcast.
So we knew she was here. But when she came out, the crowd went crazy. I went crazy. Shuri did her damn thing as she does. Welcome, Shuri, to your excursion. You're going to be the one to beat Athena. After Shuri, we got Alex Windsor making her debut. Mm-hmm. And Alex Windsor, if you had never seen her before, British strong style to a T. She was beating the hell out of Shuri. She went at Shuri a few times. Funny enough. There were a lot of points where all the women were in the ring at the same time. They all kind of like were attacking each other. It was great. It was fantastic. The one part that I really want to see on camera is how Athena won, because she was able to, kind of out of nowhere. Even I didn't see her climb up there to hit the O-face, but she climbed up, got the O-face on Mina, and was able to get the pin. So Athena is the winner of the Women's Casino Gauntlet and has a guaranteed shot at the AEW Women's World Champion. And the crowd went ballistic.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Everyone was so happy to see it happen, because this means, and she confirmed it, full-time AEW. She's here as forever Ring of Honor World Champion. She is here finally. Profit, what were your thoughts on the Women's Casino Gauntlet?
Oh, Women's Casino Gauntlet was excellent. I would say it was better than the men's one.
At this point, I'm be honest, Profit. Are we even surprised anymore?
No, they let when they let the women go and do their thing, they knock it out of the park every time.
We're not going to do it now, but you are right. We need to have a serious conversation about not only the women in AEW, but also the women in WWE. And how, when they are out there, they kill it every single time.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't get the opportunities that they deserve in any company. And these women are out here killing it. Like, this was probably like the second or third best. Like, this was easily on this card of bangers. It was up there as one of the best matches on the card. Oh, yeah. I don't know where you're gonna put it, but it's up there.
It's up there. But I would put Timeless and Mercedes over it.
Well, that was Timeless and Mercedes was probably like the second best match of the night, like right after Ospreay and right after that tag match.
Yep, but this it was the whole Casino Women's Gauntlet was excellent. Like, you get a chance to watch it. Like, everybody like went in there and just like went full board and busted ass, and it was great.
So good.
But you could, so on camera, at the final part of the match, you could see Athena, because she was outside, and then she started climbing up to the top when Mina was about to do the figure four. And again, Mina was like standing there, and then that's when Athena jumped off and did the O-face.
God bless the timing. That's so good. That's
good. When you watch it, it's because like I was like, oh shit, is Mina gonna do it? And then you see Athena sneak up there, and you're like, oh, I see what's happening. And she jumped off and hit the O-face, and that was it.
Oof. Shit's so good.
Yeah, it was excellent.
Yeah, this was easily the best gauntlet of the night. Like, for sure. Out of the two, easily.
Yeah, out of the two, easily. Yeah.
Oh, man, it just... And again, Athena... We had the stinker of MJF winning the first one. Now, we have someone that we've been clamoring for on AEW TV for over 2 years has a guaranteed shot at the winner of Time of Tony Storm and Mercedes Moné. Mm-hmm. I cannot wait. But next up, we had our AEW World Tag Team Championship three-way match between our champions, the Hurt Syndicate, Jet Speed, and the Patriarchy. Not gonna lie, this was a very good match.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
It was very fun.
It was way better than I thought it was gonna be.
Right? I think Bobby and Shelton. Well, Shelton's been putting on his working boots. Bobby was working.
Oh, Bobby was working.
I'm sorry. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say he turned it up.
You know, Bobby's online, so he probably saw a bunch of people talking about how just talking bad about the Syndicate lately. Mm-hmm. So he was like, "Oh, let me remind y'all why I'm the Almighty. Let me remind y'all while I'm here." Mm-hmm. And these two, the Syndicate, bro, they reminded everyone why not only they're such a good tag team, why they deserved to keep the titles, because they did win.
Yeah.
One thing I want to note also is FTR was out there on commentary. Mm-hmm. You heard the commentary. I have not actually watched the show online yet. I was there. So I didn't get to hear any of the commentary, but I'm pretty sure I knew what they were talking about. Mm-hmm. They were talking crazy.
Actually, they weren't.
They weren't.
No. So you're talking about why Bobby pushed, what was it? Was it Speedball or whoever into the Syndicate?
Yeah.
He just did it just to do it because they were there. He saw that they were there and he just tossed them into them.
Bullies.
And then, and that's why, FTR got up on the thing and then they got messed up again by the Patriarchy.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it was because, Bobby was putting in work out there and he just saw them there. He just tossed, I think he tossed like Christian or somebody into them just because they weren't even talking crazy. He just tossed them into them.
I think Bobby was working so hard he forgot that this is not Bellator.
Dude, let's talk about the beginning of the match.
Yes, please.
The beginning of the match, the Hurt Syndicate literally killed all four guys. The other two, all four guys from the other two teams.
Instantly.
Like, they were tossing them around. Like, it was... Shelton was taking on one team and Bobby was taking on the other. From the second the bell rang.
They hurt people.
Yeah, they were beating the shit out of everybody. And not just a little bit. They were just tossing them around. It was insane.
That shit was so good. There's another point that we got to talk about is when Shelton grabbed Speedball and was like, "You're going for a ride," and fucking belly to bellied him over the rope into the other teams.
That wasn't a belly to belly, dude.
It was a belly to back.
It was a German suplex.
It was a German. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Which makes it 10 times more impressive.
Oh my god. Shelton. That man's 50 years old. He just turned 50. Bro. German? Yeah, a German? Oh.
Oh, you're going to see that shit.
Oh my god. I never thought it was like a belly to back. Because I thought it was like a belly to belly. I thought they just threw him.
That's what Taz was like. I've seen a lot of people do the belly to belly over the top rope before. I've never seen anybody do a German through over the top.
God bless. That makes it even more impressive. Oh my god.
It's 10 times more impressive because of what he did.
Oh my god. But the crowd, at that point, the crowd was already on their feet because the crowd, whatever people thought of the Syndicate before, that shit is gone now. Gone.
I always had faith in the Syndicate, so.
So did I. I wore my Hurt Syndicate shirt to the show. I knew.
Oh, the other funny thing is how many people didn't know that it was MVP that was rapping in the first part of the song of the Hurt Syndicate.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that, right? Where me and the guy, I'm gonna keep on calling him the guy who looked like Josh Alexander because I legitimately thought he was Josh Alexander up until I saw Josh Alexander in the beginning. That's how much he looked like him.
Oh shit!
But realistically, he was just A bald white guy with a beard and tattoos. That's my problem. That's my problem. I should probably deal with that. But neither here nor there. Me and him were saying like, "Oh, we're gonna get MVP's part." So he knew, and he was rapping with me. MVP was a little bit off, but we don't have to talk about that.
Yeah,
that shit was great. I didn't know people didn't know that was MVP.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that did not know it was MVP.
Once they got to the hook, we were like, we're gonna get MVP's verse, and then like a minute later he started rapping. I was like, oh yes, and then it was off, and we're like, oh no,
MVP no.
You should catch up. You should have caught up. He didn't catch up fast enough. But yeah, we talked about everything but the end of the match, so we'll talk about that really quick. It was chaos, right? You know how these matches go. They normally break down. Everyone went crazy. Everyone went everywhere. The Syndicate, of course, got the win. But they pinned Christian Cage, which was shocking.
Yeah.
So, Jet Speed, y'all still in the run for them titles, my boys. Or my boy in Kevin Knight and my them in Speedball Mike Bailey. Y'all are there. Y'all are still in the running. Here's what
Racer gear.
Oh yeah, Speed Racer gear. Yeah, shout out to the gear. There was a lot of really good things in this match, by the way. Like a lot of good stuff. But we got to talk about what happened after the match.
Oh yeah.
After the match, Syndicate's dipping out of there. Right, they won. We're good. Jet Speed is getting up out of there. FTR gets into the ring, and we're like, oh shit, here we go. FTR is going to beat the shit out of Christian. That's not what we got. Nick Wayne, and someone put it side by side. Nick Wayne did to Christian Cage what Christian Cage did to Jungle Boy. Beat for beat, by the way. Christian Cage was about to get out of the ring. Nick Wayne scooped him up, put him in the kill switch, dropped him. FTR was like, oh my God, we didn't have anything to do with this. They put their hands up like we didn't have anything to do with this. Nick Wayne's getting booed out of the building. They pick him up. Mother Wayne slaps him. He's out of the patriarchy. So you know what that means. You know there's going to be a stadium show. You know this motherfucker was not going to miss his pop.
Goddamn right. Yep, shit. I wouldn't have missed my pop either.
No. Christian Cage is about to get concertoed to hell. To hell. And then the music hits. Everyone knows it's coming. You think you know him. Adam Copeland shows up. But in a Penta-like scenario, he makes sure he gets his shit in.
It's the what is it? The Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy. Penta did it also. It's Jeff Hardy, Penta, and now Adam Copeland. The song is blaring off. The crowd is hot. They're popped out of nowhere. They're going crazy. Adam Copeland's run to the side of the of the stage. It's a big stage. It's a very big stage. He's run to the sides of the stage. He gets up. He gets his pyro. Meanwhile, Christian Cage is in the ring, about to die, and you hear the crowd popping, and then all of a sudden everyone's like, "Copeland, go get your friend, please." But I mean, realistically, why would he save him right away? Right after all the shit that Cage has done to him, why would he save him right away? Like it makes perfect sense. But Adam Copeland had Spike. He went in there. He was able to clear out the ring, and then it was Christian Cage, Adam Copeland in the ring together. And everyone was like, oh, here's the time. So you hear the crowd chanting, hug it out, hug it out, hug it out. That's some WWE shit. We don't do that here. You have to, your actions have consequences in AEW.
Yep.
Adam Copeland looked like he was about to destroy Christian with Spike. And he's begging, like, please don't do it. My son just turned on me. Please don't do it. He picks him up. He grabs the microphone out of his back pocket. And he says, go find yourself. Drops the microphone, leaves Spike in the ring, gets out, starts panning to the crowd again. The GOAT, Adam Copeland.
The best.
He ain't.
Here's the thing that was even more hilarious. He came out, and when he was getting his shit in, going back and forth, all of his pyros were going off.
Yes, he got all the pyro. He did his full entrance. He was not gonna save Christian right away. He was like, if you're gonna die, you're gonna die. I'm getting my shit in.
The 30,000 people, yeah, I'm getting my shit in right now.
I ain't been here about 3-4 months. I'm getting my shit in right now. We got pyro today too. I'm getting all my pyro. I'm getting my song. I'm out here. I'm going to pose. I'm gonna do my little shoulder strut the 4 times. And once I'm done, I'm not even gonna run the ring right away. I'm still looking at the crowd because I know the crowd is still popping for me. They're singing my song right now too. There's 30,000 people and they know the actual lyrics of my song. I'm getting my shit in. I don't care about you. I don't care what you have to say.
It's the best. The best.
Profit. We got to talk about a little bit here and there, but what were your thoughts on the match and the segment?
The match was fantastic. It was fun, man. Like, the Hurt Syndicate, like, they show why they're, each one of them can beat up 2 people. Enough said. Like, we know why they're the champs, right?
Yep.
That looming Hurt Syndicate FTR feud, I can't wait for. That's going to be some fantastic matches there.
Mm-hmm.
I popped when Nick Wayne fucked up Christian though.
That shit was so good, bro. I've been waiting for it.
I was like, yes, he did it finally. And also when Cope came out, I was like, oh hell yeah, Cope's back. So overall, I thought match was super fun. Segment was great too. At the end. And, soon enough, we're going to get Cope and Christian. And they're probably going to win the tag titles at some point in time.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to get that run the Hardy Boys didn't get. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, listen. We're also right now, we're at the last hurrah.
Yep.
This is going to be it.
So, it's going to be great. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed all of it.
It was so good. Next up, we're going into our triple main event, and we're starting with the AEW Women's World Championship. Our champion, Timeless Toni Storm, versus the CEO, Mercedes Moné. Listen, when they said that they were out here about to have one of the best, they said the best women's wrestling match of all time,
mm-hmm.
This is how you do it.
Yep.
They paced it slow, and this is just a reminder that you can have slow-paced matches that are really good. Tony and Mercedes proved it. It wasn't even that slow, if we're going to be completely honest.
No, it just... Actually, it started out similar to Mercedes and Athena did.
Mm-hmm.
Right in the beginning. A lot of grappling in the beginning of it, and just, a lot of feeling each other out, and then they went crazy.
And go crazy they did. Mercedes kicked out of everything. Tony was hitting moves that she apparently has not hit. She did some... There was one flip. I don't even know what you call that flipping move that she did. But apparently that was one of her finishers from before.
Mm-hmm.
So she hit Mercedes with everything. Go ahead.
They, I think Taz explained it. And Minoru Suzuki does the same thing, but ends up in the armbar.
Like the flipping reversal. That flip reversal thing. Okay.
But instead, Toni Storm did a cutter.
That shit looked clean, too. It was nice.
Yeah, that shit looks sick.
This was a very back and forth match. These women were wrestling, let me tell you. Counters on counters. They had an answer for everything. They had everything in here. They were kissing each other. Everything.
Tony was doing more than kissing.
Oh, you know what? I saw a clip of
you didn't see it?
I didn't fully see it. See it. When she had Mercedes in the tombstone.
Yeah.
And she got up in there.
Yep.
Yeah. She got up in there all right.
And only Timeless Toni Storm can pull that off.
Literally. I want to talk about this match a lot more, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep it calm. But just know, go out of your way and watch this match if you have not. If you're listening to us at this point still, you have not watched this match, go out of your way to watch the match.
Mm-hmm.
These women were doing everything. Counters on counters. Toni Storm kicked out of the Monet Maker. She was able to get out of the Statement Maker. Mercedes Moné was able to kick out of the Storm Zero. She was able to Sweet Cheeks music. Was able to get hit. They were throwing everything at each other.
Yeah.
But the way this match ended, Mercedes was going up to the top rope. It looked like she was trying to do something. I don't know. I don't remember what she was trying to do. Maybe frog splash, anything. Toni Storm gets up, pushes her to knock her down, so she's still on the top rope. She gives her the kiss of death, gets up there, and does the Avalanche Storm Zero. Mercedes is down for the 1, 2, 3. Timeless Toni Storm was able to retain her AEW Women's World Championship against Mercedes Moné. Lord, what a match. Proffitt, what were your thoughts?
Man, that point when Toni Storm hit Mercedes with 3 Storm Zeros in a row.
Back to back to back, bro.
I was like, holy shit. I thought it was gonna be over then, because I was like, okay, yeah, that would make sense to take Mercedes out, because Mercedes she ain't going down to just 1. And then she kicked out, and I was like, oh. Oh. We got to take this to another level, huh? The match was excellent. Toni Storm and Mercedes, 2 of the best to do it. And, I'm going to need some of you people out there. You know who you are. You have to put some respect on Mercedes Moné's name. Again, I'm going to say it every time on every match. Put some respect on her name, because she is putting out some of the best matches. Best women's... No, I'm not going to just say women. She's putting out some of the best wrestling matches out there.
Yes.
So, yeah. And then it was like a perfect... no pun intended, the perfect storm. Of her and Timeless, wrestling, it was just excellent. And yeah, this was fantastic. But Toni Storm, your days are numbered.
Oh yeah. If you want to talk about a pure wrestling match, this AEW Women's World Championship match was a pure wrestling match.
Mm-hmm.
They were countering everything. They were hitting a bunch of moves that they haven't really hit in a while. And also, to your point, we keep on doing this thing. And by we, I mean people who don't seem to respect Mercedes Moné as being one of the best wrestlers on the planet. They always say, oh, this was one of Athena's best matches. Oh, this is one of Toni Storm's best matches. Oh, this is one of Sky Blue's best matches. Oh, this is one of Julia Hart's best matches. This is Mina Shigara's best match that I've ever seen. They keep on doing that. But you know what they always seem to forget?
Mm-hmm.
They forget who's on the other side. If one person is giving all of your favorites their best matches and the best match that you've seen of them, what does that mean? 2 and 2. It takes 2 to tango. So if all of your favorite wrestlers are having their best matches against one person, it's time that you put respect on that one person. And that person is Mercedes Moné. Because people are, at this point now, people are actively comparing her to people like Bull Nanako, Mayu Iwatani, Aja Kong. They're comparing her to the best of the best and saying that she's not that level. But you're actively comparing her to the best wrestlers that we've ever seen. And you still won't give her credit.
Yeah, put some respect on her. And if I were to pick one, because they're comparing all those other ones, I'd pick the one that was the pioneer of women's wrestling in Japan, Manami Toyota.
Yes, Mercedes getting the comparisons also.
I would compare her to her.
They're putting Mercedes up there with the Gail Kims, bro. They're putting her up there with the best wrestlers on the planet. But they're still not putting together that she is also one of the best wrestlers on the planet.
She's one of the best wrestlers, yeah.
They're using the best wrestlers in history to try to downplay Mercedes. Do you not understand what you're doing? You're literally actively calling her top 5 of all time, but you won't say it.
Yeah, like you were literally calling her one that's... If you were comparing somebody and you're not... So if you think somebody is like the worst, right? It's not like I'm going to compare LeBron James to Michael Jordan, because Michael Jordan is the best. But...
Yes.
It's not like I'm going to compare... I don't know, like Trent Dilfer with Aaron Rodgers. There's just not a comparison, right?
Exactly.
You're going to compare these people. If somebody is the best and you're comparing them to the best, what does that make them?
2-2.
They're one of the best. Period. So put some respect on that name.
I keep on seeing it everywhere I go to. And it's so mind-numbing. Like, you are comparing Mercedes Moné to the best wrestlers, not even of today, of all time.
Yeah. Like, you're comparing this wrestler because it's obvious. If you compare her to a different wrestler that is of lesser caliber, it's no comparison. Mercedes is always better. So you're gonna go to like the top echelon of like of the women's pro wrestling and compare it to that. She's there. If you have to compare somebody to the very top to try to make a point, you're making yourself look stupid.
I've seen it. Every single great women's wrestler that you can think of, like literally all the best, she is getting. And I'm not talking about the ones that are in WWE, like the Leahs and Trish Stratus's. I'm talking about real goats. Not even close. Exactly. I'm talking about real goats.
Yeah.
But they still won't give Mercedes her respect. It's insane. They're doing anything and everything they can to disrespect her. And listen, Mercedes Moné is one of the best wrestlers on the planet. Listen to what I said. Best wrestler, not best female. Yeah. She's one of the best wrestlers on the planet.
Yeah. On
this stacked card, her and Toni Storm had the second best match. Literally, if it wasn't for that tag match, this would be the match of the night. This would be the best match on the card.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. This is one of 4 5-star matches on this card. And y'all still are not giving Mercedes Moné her due. And at the same time, y'all not giving Toni Storm her due either. Y'all saying she's one of the best characters. She's also one of the best wrestlers on the planet also.
Yeah, Toni Storm is easily one of the best wrestlers. Just like Mercedes. Is easily one of the best wrestlers in the world.
And people keep on doing that to Toni. People, I'm going to do around on Toni too. I'm going to lose my voice again. I don't care. People were saying, oh, Toni Storm's like one of the best characters in all of wrestling. Bro, she's one of the best wrestlers also. She's the most complete pro wrestler on the planet right now. No one can touch her in any aspect of pro wrestling. No one. But y'all still are trying to say like, oh, they'll do better. They're doing better with Toni Storm, but they're still saying she's the best character. She's one of the best characters we've ever seen. No, she's the most complete pro wrestler we've ever seen, ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Like, period. Like, hard stop.
There is not. I can right now, if you were to name me the most complete pro wrestlers on the planet, the wrestlers who are great on the mic, great in the ring, great with the people, any aspect that you would call a great wrestler, Toni Storm is that.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Why do you think we didn't get a lot of promo segments between Toni and Mercedes straight up? Toni washes anyone she's up against, especially on the mic, bro. No one, there's not a soul on the planet that is a better complete pro wrestler than timeless Toni Storm.
No, not at all.
And I'm tired of people not wanting to admit it. I'm sick of it. Oh, she's the best character. She's the best everything.
Yeah. Like, there's no style she can't wrestle against.
She can literally do it all. You're right. Literally.
She's wrestled against every style, right? And had great matches against all styles. Same with Mercedes.
Yes.
So, I'm just saying, you put the respect where respect is due.
We had 2 of the best wrestlers of the modern era have a match, and we're supposed to pretend like this wasn't one of the greatest matches we've ever seen. Come on, this is easily a top 10 AEW match.
Oh yeah,
easily. But I'm gonna stop because I can go on for another 40 minutes about this, but I won't because we're. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Actually, I'm gonna go like this, right? This match easily, like, when you have. So this was, believe it or not, this match right here was like kind of like a once in a, I don't know, we've only had one match like this in like the past like 30 years. And I'm going to explain. The last time we've had a match like this, where it's basically, it's number 1, number 2, number 1 title versus number 2 title versus number 2 champion versus number 1, right? Mm-hmm. I'm going to put 2 people, we'll brush by it real quick. It is like way back when Ultimate Warrior was at the top of his shit and Hogan was at the top of his shit.
I can see that, yeah.
And they collided and they finally had a match against each other. This was that. You had Mercedes, she's at the top of her stuff, and Timeless Tony Storm is at the top of hers.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1 and number 2, basically. Having a match. And, both champions. Having that match. This is that. It doesn't happen very often.
No, it really doesn't. And it's the fact that we had another woman in Athena waiting in the wings also.
Yeah. Like, you have 1, 2, and 3 right there.
On the entire planet.
Yeah. Like, you have literally the top 3 wrestlers in the world are also, like, Athena, longest reigning Ring of Honor champion. Mercedes Moné, I think at this point she is the longest reigning TBS champion.
Even if she's not, she's the best. She's the best.
She's the best.
She's the best TBS champion we've ever had.
Yeah, and then Timeless Tony Storm, best. The best world champion. One of the best world champions that we've had. 1, 2, and 3, right there.
All in their prime too, bro.
Yeah, all in their prime, and don't get it twisted. Everybody that's 4, 5, 6, 4 through 10 is ridiculous too.
Yep.
We could go a whole show talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like give these ladies their credit, give them their flowers, and put some respect on their name, man.
Speaking of putting respect on people's names,
Mm-hmm.
we got to talk about another match for the AEW Unified Championship.
Mm-hmm.
We had the Continental Champion Kazuchika Okada and the International Champion Kenny Omega.
Oh yeah.
What they're claiming is the 5th and final match between them in a glorious rivalry. I'm going to tell you a little story before. It's not long before we do this.
Uh-huh.
As we were standing there, we were waiting for Okada and Omega to walk out, right? Okada walks out first. Also in his new gear, Wrestle Kingdom. This is his Wrestle Kingdom. We're here. New gear and everything. Kenny Omega comes out, right? The guy next to me, Josh Alexander, he started crying. And I was sitting there like, bro, I fully understand. I almost started crying.
This is like a religious experience, my man.
It is. Bro, this is no hyperbole. I am not trying to extend this. My dude was crying. I almost cried. I heard sniffles around my area. Bro, before the match started, everyone was on their feet. There was I don't know if it was on TV. There was a "We're not worthy" chant.
It was on TV.
It was on TV? Good.
Yeah.
People were chanting "We're not worthy." People were chanting "Holy shit." People were going crazy before they even touched.
Yeah.
They lock up. It was one of the loudest pops of the night.
Look, I'll add on to it. So I know you haven't seen the video. Well, you've seen it on the broadcast yet.
Uh-huh.
When you see Okada walking to the ring, and you'll see a look that you've seen before. You see that. You kind of touched on it when you say he's the Tokyo Dome gear and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
That look on his face when he was coming to the ring, oh yeah, he was locked in. That was Tokyo Dome Okada.
Oh shit. It was. He was wrestling like it was. Even with him doing the stuff that he was doing in there, healing it up. This was the heel Okada that we never got in the Tokyo Dome.
Yeah. And Kenny also, you see the look on his face and you see him coming to the ring, that's like New Japan Kenny. It was the look on his face, how locked in he was. Yeah, that was New Japan Kenny. He was ready to bring it the best way he could.
Oh man. What can I say about this match? First off, I need some of y'all to shut up. Everyone's like, "Oh, this wasn't like New Japan." Of course it wasn't. You fucking idiots. Did you expect them to kill each other for 40 minutes?
Well, I think half of them never watched a New Japan match.
Exactly. I want y'all to realize that the Okada that you saw wrestling was heel Okada, but it was 100% Okada. This man was not. This man took a snapdragon from the top rope on his face. Mm-hmm. And you think he wasn't locked in? That man didn't put his hands down. He took it. From the top rope, he got snapdragon on his face. You telling me this isn't worthy of being the 5th match of Okada and Omega? Y'all never watched them.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, the first you want slow. The first 45 minutes of the 2 out of 3 falls match was slow, but they were killing each other. I don't want them to kill each other anymore. I want them both to wrestle as long as they can.
Yeah.
And no offense to New Japan, because I love New Japan. Them boys be killing each other.
So, to kind of go with this, right before, I think it was Friday night I watched this. And I watched Stevie Richards. He was, talking about Kenny Omega. And by the way, he loves Kenny Omega.
Okay, because I was about to get mad.
No. It wasn't anything bad. He was saying, like, and I think he made a great point, because Kenny Omega, like, I think he was saying it during Starcast or something like that, like, the last match he had, like, when he went all out, it took him a week to recover.
Yeah.
Like, he was literally lying in bed, and it took him 2 days to actually, like, be able to walk around and stuff, and it took him a week to recover.
Mm-hmm.
And Steve Richards was kind of like, hey, Okada, well, no, he was like, Kenny, you can slow it down and still be, even if you slowed down, you would still be the best in the world. They would have to go at your speed, and it wouldn't even matter. People wouldn't even be able to tell, because you're just that damn good.
Wasn't there a Kenny quote that came out recently about that, saying, like, about slowing down, right?
Yeah, because he didn't want to look like the worst guy in the ring. That's what he was talking about, that quote. Yeah, this week. Yeah. I would say go ahead and watch that that episode with Stevie Richards. It's actually pretty good. But he's the gist of it is, he says, you can slow down and you're still the best wrestler in the world. And no one would be able to tell.
Here's the Kenny quote. Kenny said, my worry is that we're going to have these young guys who are beating themselves up at an accelerated rate. So when it comes time to put the belt on them, can they hold it in a healthy state for a long term? That's my fear. And I need y'all to understand. I know some of y'all don't really watch wrestling like that for real, right? I know some of y'all weren't locked in when Kenny Omega was doing his thing. Do y'all think that the only matches that Kenny was killing himself was against Okada? Nah, look, watch his Intercontinental Championship match against Michael Elgin. Watch his G1 final against Goto and against Naito. Go watch his IWGP US title match against Jay White. Y'all, I don't think y'all understand. I'm in this New Japan shit. Trust me. My thing about Kenny is I want him to be here as long as he can. And I'm sorry that y'all never got to watch Kenny, be the best bout machine, the cleaner when it was happening. Y'all should have been watching fucking New Japan. How about that? The shit is still on New Japan World right now. If you want to go see Kenny be the best bout machine, you want to see him fly all over the place, go ahead and do that. I want Kenny to be here. In AEW, do y'all realize his matches with Hangman, his match with MJF, he was dying. When he dropped the title to Hangman, he was literally dying. That's why he was gone for so long.
Yeah. When
he had the match against MJF and he was gone for a long time, diverticulitis. Kenny was literally dying. I want him to be around for as long as possible. And if that is him slowing down, cool. This match is still a goddamn 5-star match, bro.
Oh.
The match was incredible.
Who said... All right. Whoever says it's not, or whoever is just like, talking shit just to talk shit, because there have been people that are just grifting out there and just talking shit to talk shit.
Mm-hmm.
You for one, you didn't watch the match, and you've never watched any of the previous matches.
No.
You're telling on yourself. And two, this match pretty much followed almost, I won't say for one or whatever, but it did kind of follow the New Japan matches.
It was, if I had to compare it, and you are 100% right, by the way. I want you to know that you're 100% right. If I had to compare this match to any of their other matches, this was Okada Omega 2. The time limit draw at Dominion. This was that. But with Kenny having to sell a little bit more of getting hit in his diverticulitis. Getting hit in the gut. If you want those New Japan matches, you can go watch them in New Japan. But either way, this was very worthy of being the 5th match. And also, Kenny told y'all in the promo package that everyone seemed to love. He's not the same. Okada's not the same. He's going to go out there and give everything he could. And let me tell you, he did. Because it didn't only take Okada. The Don Callis family came out there. Don Callis was out there attacking him. Yep. Don Callis literally pulled out a ref to stop Okada from losing the match. Like, did y'all watch the match? Did you watch the match at all? Apparently not. But that's our transition into the match. Kenny was doing his best that he could against basically Don Callis family. Kota Ibushi was out there with him. Kota did what he could also. Wasn't enough. Don Callis was out there cheating his ass off.
He was cheating like hell, man.
Bro, he was doing anything and everything he could to make sure Okada won this match. While Okada was out here beating the hell out of Kenny. But every time Kenny had an advantage, he tried to get the advantage. Kenny was doing everything he could. At the end, though, Kenny tried to hit that V-trigger, which he couldn't hit a lot of. Okada ate that shit, bro. And then hit a Rainmaker and knocked Kenny the fuck out.
Yeah.
Your new and inaugural AEW Unified Champion. Oh, God. Kazuchika Okada.
So, here's an extra tidbit on the Unified Championship. Since Okada won, the Unified Championship is defended under Continental Championship rules.
Ooh. Oh, that's right. They did say that at the scrum, right?
Yeah.
Because Tony Khan was like, if this was under normal Continental rules, I would have fired your ass. I was like, oh, Tony. Tony was angry too. But that's actually really, I hope they don't do the 20-minute time limit. I hope we get a little bit longer of a time limit at least.
Yeah, if they're going to make it like a big championship, make it either the 30 or 60-minute time limit or something like that.
Yeah, man. At least 30, right? At least.
Yeah.
So, Okada, first ever unified champion. And like you said, going forward, it will now be wrestled under Continental rules. Which, if you don't know, no outside interference. People will get fired if you interfere.
Oh, and if you look at the website right now, Okada shows up 3 times.
Oh, that's right, because he is the Continental Champion, the International Champion, and the Unified Champion. I wonder if they're going to change that eventually. Just get rid of the Continental and the International belts.
It sounded like they're going to still have the Continental Championship up for grabs during the Continental Classic.
Wait, so we're going to have 2 belts under Continental rules?
I don't know. That's what doesn't make sense to me. I'm not sure.
Okay, that would be stupid.
Yeah, that'd be fucking dumb.
If we're going to complain about anything for this match, complain about that. Because that would be dumb.
Hopefully there's some more clarification in the next few days.
Well, I'm guessing at some point, the Continental Classic, because he said that we're going to get Continental Classic.
Yeah, for sure.
So I guess in a couple months we're going to find out what they're going to do. And in my opinion, I just get rid of the International and the Continental Championship. Just get rid of them. Yeah. And if you want to do the Continental Classic, you can run it for something else. Like, I don't know, like do like maybe not a world title shot, but like something, right?
Unified Championship.
Unified shot right there. Boom.
Yeah.
It's something, anything, I don't know. But yeah, just we can keep the lineage. We don't have to keep the belts. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be cool to see Okada as like a little triple crown for a while, having all 3 belts. That'd be cool, but we don't have to do it for long. Proffitt, we've been kind of talking about it a little bit, but what are your thoughts on this Unified Championship match?
What other than like match was damn near perfect. It was excellent. Like there's nothing. I don't have any gripes about the match or anything like that. I'm just gonna say Kenny wrestled his ass off. Okada wrestled his ass off. They were both locked in from the start. When you watch it again, let me know what you think if you see the same thing. And also, let me know in the comments if you saw the same thing.
Ooh.
But yeah, those guys were locked in when they were going to the ring. It was like, oh shit, okay. Okada was coming to the ring. You're like, oh, that's New Japan Okada right there.
Bro, I'm telling you, in the arena, it felt like a big deal. Like, it's not just because it was Kenny Omega and Kazuchika Okada, but it just felt huge. You know what I mean?
Well, there was also one thing that also made it even. It put the icing on the cake.
What you got?
JR was doing commentary too.
Ooh, JR did That's right. I did forget that. We did get the music, and JR was there before. I completely forgot about that. You're right. Mm-hmm. I really can't wait to hear commentary now, because this was his first match he commentated since coming back, right?
Yeah, and he's always said if he was going to call one more match, that's the match he wanted to call in America, which was Okada and Omega.
You know, he got the call one on tape delay. I forget which one it was, but when Access used to do the New Japan show,
yeah,
he was able to call one of the matches. I forget which one it was.
I think it was 2.
It might have been 2. The time limit draw.
Mm-hmm.
And man, look, JR. I know people give JR a lot of shit, but if there's anyone who knows how to sell a big moment, it's JR. I can't wait to hear that commentary. I forgot he was even on commentary for that match.
Yeah, man. Like, well, you know, it's even more of a big deal when it's JR doing that's on commentary.
I'm really happy he got to do that match.
Yeah,
he looked good too.
Yeah, man. He fought cancer, kicked its ass, and now he's back.
Oh man. Speaking of kicking ass, Proffitt.
Mm-hmm.
We got one more match.
Oh boy.
It is our third main event of the evening. The final match on the card.
Yep.
For the AEW World Championship. The Men's World Championship.
In game.
We had Jon Moxley versus Hangman Adam Page. Let me tell you, the pop that Hangman got when he came out of the face tunnel and played his old music.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. And I saw this clip. I saw the camera was looking at the heel tunnel.
Yep.
And then it switched over. AEW's on fire when it comes to their cinematography lately too.
Yep. He switched over and he came out the face tunnel. I was like, yeah, buddy.
He's here.
He had that old theme. I was like, yeah.
He's here. It's time. Jon Moxley comes out in the truck. The Death Rider truck like he has been. I don't even know how to talk about this match because it was Texas Death, all right.
Oh yeah.
Listen, the spot seen around the world at this point, because I've seen people talking about it. That we had 2 forks. Jon Moxley tried to stab Hangman, didn't work. Hangman grabbed Moxley, open forehead, stabbing.
Yep.
There were times where I had to look up and look at the screen, right? I looked up, and after the second puncture, when the blood started coming out, the crowd was like, oh!
Yeah, Hangman was going to town. He was like...
He was shanking him, bro. It was like literally shanking him in the forehead. Oh, that shit. Yeah, and that was the easy part.
Yeah, that was the easy part.
We had barbed wire, we had broken glass, we had barbed wire tables, barbed wire chairs, we had chains, we had almost a briefcase. Hangman had to fight off the Death Riders almost by himself at first because, again, the ops were incapacitated. And Hangman was doing a good-ass job. He took Marina, Death Valley Driver through a table, knocked her ass clean out. 1 down.
Yep.
He able to get Wheeler Yuta out of there for a minute, but then the equalizer. Claudio came out there.
Claudio.
We had Gabe Kidd. Gabe Kidd was there, too. Claudio was there. This is when we get Will Ospreay, newly found EVP that we didn't even know about yet until after, I guess.
He didn't even know.
Ospreay's out there. He's doing what he can to save Hangman, make at least a little bit more even. Ospreay gets up out of there because, again, the equalizer. Claudio grabs him, knocks his ass out, puts his head in the chair, crushes his throat.
And that was after Gabe Kidd pile drived him on the outside.
Yup. Thank you.
Pile.
Thank you for that. Because I am underselling how bad Ospreay got his ass beat.
Ospreay got fucked, man.
After having that match with the Bucks, where he also got his ass kicked. That was not going great for the Hanger. It didn't go great for Ospreay. Ospreay got carted up out of there, going to the hospital. We ain't gonna see him for a little while, I'm guessing. We had God-style pile drivers. We had bulldog chokes. Hangman kept on getting up, though. This was the final straw. Hangman said you're gonna have to kill him, and he proved that you're gonna have to kill him because he kept on getting up. So Jon Moxley decides it's time to bring out the bag.
Oh God.
This is what almost killed Bryan Danielson. That bag. And I'm saying almost because, you know, the night before we saw him with Will Ospreay singing, you know, Backstreet Boys and shit. So we know he was alive. We know he helped out before in Mexico. So we know he's alive. We found out a little bit later too, but we'll talk about that in a minute.
Uh-huh.
As Moxley's about to get the bag to kill Hangman, we get a video of fucking Darby Allin on the top of fucking Mount Everest cutting a goddamn promo on Jon fucking Moxley. This crazy motherfucker did a promo on Jon Moxley and the Death Riders on top of Mount Everest. Darby, good on you, Darby. So everyone thought that this was when Darby was gonna appear, right? That's what we thought. You know, we see the video package of Darby, so it makes sense. We didn't get Darby yet. We got Blue Panther, but Blue Panther was doing the yes. So we're like, why is Blue Panther doing the yes? This is crazy. Then he hit the Psycho knee and took his mask off, and it was like, oh my God, it's actually Bryan Danielson. So the first thing he does after getting that cease and desist from WWE is immediately do the yes chant in front of 30,000 people.
Yes. Fan-fucking-tastic.
Danielson's out there. The arena goes crazy. Then Darby Allin comes from the rafters, and apparently he was up there the entire show, by the way. Or not the entire show. Apparently he climbed up there like early at some point during the show. So he was up there for like 3 hours, apparently.
Yeah.
Because people looked up during matches and they saw him up there, just hanging out. Well before this match. But Darby comes down. Pop goes crazy. Everyone's happy that Darby's here. And they finally are able to kind of equalize this a little bit. They were able to get the Death Riders up out of there. So now it's Moxley and Hangman one-on-one for about 3 seconds. Because then the EVP-less Young Bucks come out. And they attack Moxley, or they attack Hangman, while Moxley introduces a bed of nails. Mm-hmm. Hangman goes to that bed of nails a couple times, but still able to get up. So Moxley is irate at this point. He's really upset. The Bucks are just out there chilling. So then Moxley tells Marina to take the key off of her neck and go get the briefcase. So we're like, okay, she's gonna go get the briefcase. So she grabs it and she gets up, and her arm is handcuffed. So we're like, what's going on? And gets up. It's Prince Nana. Another enormous pop. Nana's doing the dance. He's going crazy. Marina can't move. She is now locked up. The key's gone. Briefcase is gone. And then we get the moment that we've all been waiting for. Swerve Strickland walks down the ramp, takes out the Young Bucks with the chain that Hangman forgot in that beautiful promo segment that we didn't even get to talk about because we don't talk about the shows on weekly television, on pay-per-view weeks, and then handed the chain. And everyone again went crazy. Insane. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Swerve steps back. He's standing right there. He's watching. Hangman takes the chain. He gets like a power up. Like, we've never seen this version of Hangman in a while. Hangman takes out Jon Moxley, wraps the chain around his neck after a buckshot onto the bed of nails, throws him over, and Moxley is scrambling. Like, Moxley, he is freaking out. He's trying to do everything he can. He's looking around. His face is turning beet red. There's no one to help him. All Death Riders are gone. So while he's scrambling, he's trying his hardest to get out of this. He's trying to get up on the apron. He can't get on the apron. He puts his hand up and he taps. And the crowd goes insane again because we have a new AEW World Champion, Hangman Adam Page. Hangman grabs the key, grabs the briefcase. He waits until, the music hits on the right spot because, professional wrestler. He knows what he's doing. Then he pulls out that title, and everyone is crying. This is no hyperbole, Profit. We were hugging. Everyone was hugging each other in the stands, bro. People were going crazy. There was hugs. People were so happy. There was a bunch of jumping around on the floor. You can see people jumping around. It's the feel-good moment of all feel-good moments. Also, if people don't know, Danielson's side plates and his name were still on the title. Mm-hmm. Moxley never took anything off of the title. Smart.
Yep.
Hangman holds up the title. Then after the show, he thanks us, the crowd, and then he said, "Now I am happy." The crowd cheers. Everyone's going home in the rain because it started raining out in Texas. And that ends our show with the Swerve meme of all Swerve memes. He's looking there like a proud father with a little smirk. And that ends the show. Profit, what were your thoughts on this main event?
Oh, man. There's so much to unpack here, man.
There is. I had to go through it. I had to.
Like, this was... If I, all right, out of all the main events actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the All-In main event from last year till now it's been one big story. It's been one big year-long story that finally paid off at All-In this year. I'm going to say this was like as perfect of an ending as you can get. I don't think you can get any more perfect than this.
No.
Like, yeah, you can't get more perfect than this ending. Period.
You really can't.
I don't care who. I don't care. Show me a more perfect ending in a 1-year story. You can't. And I'm not going to talk about the other company. Mm-mm. In that story that went on for 2 years that no one cares about.
Yeah, you don't have to because this story, even if we were going to talk about it, the story clears it.
The story clears it. Easy. I'm just going to say, it's the perfect ending. And, the moment when Hangman was sitting down there and he was trying to get the case open and he finally got the key, he got the case open. Because I don't think you guys could see at first he was trying to, do the numbers to open the case. Mm-hmm. At first. And then they finally gave him the key and then he opened it and was finally able to get it open. And, he finally got the, thing, and he showed the title, and everybody went crazy. That is a moment unto itself. Because, you gotta remember, we haven't seen the title for 273 days.
Yep.
So, it is, and that completes the new reset. Well, not necessarily, I won't say reset. That's the end of this story, this chapter of the story. And fantastic ending. Again, it was Avengers Endgame. Darby's portal was him sliding down. Brian Danielson came in. Swerve came in. Osprey came in. Everybody. It was like a concerted effort, and if none of them came, Hangman would have lost.
Yeah,
that's the crazy thing. If you think about it, if none of them came, Hangman loses.
Yeah. Hangman needed help, and there were a lot of people talking about toxic masculinity, and all that kind of stuff in this. I don't want to get into that because it is what it is, honestly. Huh? Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird thing, bro. All I'm gonna say is there's nothing wrong with asking for help. Nothing wrong with needing help. Hangman proved that because Hangman was not the whole thing about the entire story of the Death Riders. You're not gonna be able to beat them by yourself.
Right. You can't beat them alone.
You can't.
And we're going to do the hindsight thing right now.
Yeah, we kind of have to. If
you look at the whole story of the Death Riders, that was the story. You're not going to beat us. If you're by yourself, you're screwed. You're not going to beat us. You need help. Or you need to start taking us out so that we can't help. So, if you look at some of those title defenses, when he went against Orange Cassidy had nobody, so he lost. Mm-hmm. What was it? Adam Copeland was the first guy to attack the Death Riders, right? So he attacked the Death Riders, and there's still too many. He couldn't win.
Yep.
And at this point, they added more. Well, with the Swerve stuff, Swerve, he was kind of going at the Death Riders too, but the problem was the Death Riders added more people, right? Because it was the Bucks. So that was even, made it even more impossible to try to get the title for Moxley, because it's just numbers. It's numbers. But Swerve didn't really ask for help from anybody. He got some help. He got help from the Ops, and he got help from Willow. He was almost there, but the outlier was the Bucks, and that took him out.
Yep.
Hangman was like, he had, the thing with Hangman was he had to get help from people that were his enemies, that he made enemies with when he was going through his tear. So he had to get help from Swerve. He had to get help from Ospreay. And the Ops had his back, and until the Ops got taken out, but he had to get help from the Ops to even stay alive to get to that point, right? So it was just, it was a thing of, he had to, no matter what, he had to get help.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's too many people. And the last one that he got help from was Swerve, which in that promo, if you guys see that excellent 8-minute promo, probably one of the best promos before, before this show happened, between Swerve and Hangman. Them finally talking it out on what happened. And when Hangman left the chain there, the chain represented a full circle moment, because the chain was what started their feud, if you guys remember way back.
Yep.
And Swerve giving Hangman the chain, and him, assisting Hangman by taking out the Bucks, which were the two that took him out. So he took the two out that took him out, and the other guys were already taken out. So he took out the last two people that were in the way. Actually, the last two people, and Nana took out Marina, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was also, she was the lifesaver. I think Moxley doesn't win half of the shit without Marina Shafir.
Oh, everyone was afraid. Everyone was afraid to hit Marina, and everyone was afraid to deal with her. Like, they couldn't have anyone. That's why when Willow was out there doing it, that was the best chance that they had. But again, like you already said perfectly, the Bucks were the outlier in the Swerve situation, so cancel Willow out.
And so, they took out all the outliers this time, and Swerve gave him that chain, and Hangman got it, and he used it, and that's what, in the chain, since we're doing another full circle moment, when they did the first Texas Death Match, the chain is what took out Moxley the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And he did it again.
Same finish,
incredible.
completely different feeling of those finishes too. Because
Yeah.
the first one, Moxley was like, okay, you got me. Yeah, you got me this time. I'm out. This time, the struggle that Moxley had, Moxley was looking around for help. People were saying like, oh, Moxley's scared. No, this isn't a fear. That wasn't a fear. Moxley was defeated. He wasn't afraid. He was defeated.
He was defeated. Yeah, He was defeated, and when he saw nobody come in to help him, he finally it was done. He was done. Finally realized.
That's when the panic set in. That's when he tapped.
That's when he tapped.
It just
excellent.
There's so much you could talk about this main event, because you're 100% right. You can't beat the Death Riders alone. Also, the Death Riders kind of did what they accomplished, right? They wanted to make AEW a better place, and they did. In a twisted way, they were able to make AEW a better place. They're able to make everyone lock in.
Yeah, well, you think about it, every single promo Moxley did when he was going against somebody, he always talked about, hey, if your heart isn't in it, if you're not locked in, if you're not ready, I'm going to eat you alive. Pretty much every time.
He did it to pretty much everyone.
And yeah, he pretty much did it to everyone. And, there was levels of it. Like, the first person that was actually kind of locked in was Cope. And then Swerve was locked in, because Swerve almost won.
Yep.
But the EVPs got in the way.
Samoa Joe almost won also.
Samoa Joe almost won.
Samoa Joe was the first person to actually beat Moxley. He was the
Yeah.
one who made him tap out to the coquina clutch.
And that's how they won the trios.
Mm-hmm.
And, and Samoa Joe was actually one of the first ones to put the fear in him. Because after he choked him out, he's like, oh shit. If a split second I don't have any help, I'm done for. Mm-hmm. And that's what the Samoa Joe situation showed. And then now you have the Hangman situation where it's like there's no one to help him for that split second, so he was done.
I think people forget also that this is Hangman's second opportunity of challenging Moxley for the AEW World Championship. Because there was that 4-way between Moxley, Orange Cassidy, Hangman, and Jay White. Mm-hmm. And remember, Hangman was not locked in at that point. Hangman was so worried about like beating up Jay White and making sure everyone got out of his way that he wasn't even a factor in the match. You have to be on the top of your game to beat the Death Riders. And to beat the Death Riders, you got to beat all of them.
Yeah. It's you're not just beating one person. Yes, Moxley is the head of it, but he's almost like the worst version of a Hydra. You can't really cut his head off until you've dealt with everything else.
And he has it's not just normal people. He has a bunch of monsters around him.
Yeah, like they're all monsters. So you have to deal with it.
And this is why we were talking about before. This is why this feels like a season finale. Mm-hmm. They had this year arc, like you said, with Hangman, right? The Danielson arc wasn't a year arc. It was pretty. I would say around around the Owen Hart Cup is when the Danielson arc kind of started. This one was pretty much a year because basically right after All In last year, maybe like 1 or 2 weeks. That's when we got Moxley saying, "Hey, Darby, cough up that title shot." It's like a month, something like that. So now, I'm gonna ask you, Proffitt, before we close this out.
Yep.
I think this is a very obvious answer. If Hangman was the main character of this arc of All In to All In, who is the main character of the next arc?
Ooh, that's a good one. It can go anywhere, but I think now, hold on, it might be Ospreay.
That was my answer. I think it's Ospreay. I think I thought we were gonna get an easy way out of Ospreay not challenging for a year by just having them lose to the Bucks. They did not, but Ospreay got hurt. Well, not hurt. He got Death Riders took him out.
Yeah, he got taken out.
So now we start the road to Wembley because they're going back to Wembley next year. Mm-hmm. And I know people aren't going to like this, but I don't think Ospreay touches that title until then. Yeah,
for sure. I do not think he gets anywhere close to it until then, because there's an immediate threat already, right? MJF's
right there.
MJF, and look, you know what he said already. Whoever it is, whether it's Hangman or it's John Moxley, he's coming after him immediately. He's immediately going for that title.
I mean, now he has a syndicate around him now.
Yeah.
And the syndicate ain't break up during All In, so they're still there. They're still together.
The syndicate is still there, and look, they can both take on 2 people, as we have seen. Mm-hmm. So how Hangman gets out of this one is going to be very interesting.
It's going to be very fun to watch to see where the world title goes. We have a lot of stories that are going to come out of this. Like we've touched on every single match at this point, right? Mm-hmm. We have our characters for the next couple months. We have an MJF, we have an Athena, we have a Tony Storm, we have a Hangman. We don't know what's going on with the Ops, but there's a hook waiting in the wings, right? Mm-hmm. We have the Syndicate, we have Jet Speed, we have Cage and Copeland getting ready to do their thing. There are a lot of places that we can go, which is why this week of AEW Dynamite and Collision feels like such a cool season premiere.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Do you have any other comments on AEW All In?
Look, this is about as perfect as a pay-per-view as you're going to get. Period. It from top to bottom, it was fantastic. The unfortunate thing with Adam Cole. I hope he gets well. I hope he's able to, in some capacity, either wrestle or be able to be in the back, being a producer or something with AEW in the future. I hope everything goes all right with that. But top to bottom, all the matches were fantastic. I don't have a complaint about this card at all. It was a fantastic card.
Yeah, this was even without me watching the actual like show out like on TV yet. This was easily AEW's best pay-per-view.
Yeah.
This was
and we forgot to talk about Moxley did bring in glass.
Oh, that's right. We didn't even talk about Hangman getting dragged through glass.
There was glass. There was glass in that match.
I blanked that part out because I was Hangman getting dragged through that, and then Moxley getting dead-eyed on it, and just
yeah.
Ugh.
So good, man. But so good.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just AEW right now. We've talked about it right there. We talked about how much they're hidden. We've talked about it for a long time. AEW has the momentum, all the momentum in the world right now. It's time to see what they do with it now.
Have all the momentum and just I'm not saying this lightly. They could if they keep up this momentum till the end of the year. Oh boy, it's going to be a kill shot to that other company. I'll just say that,
bro. It just
this weekend was a kill shot to them.
It was. It's going to be interesting to see what AEW does next, because now the world is watching. Like, everyone's watching to see what they do next. We got our happy ending. AEW has now kind of established that they're doing these year arcs, right? In a way. AEW has come with some of the best storylines that they've ever had in the last 365 days. AEW has the roster, because we didn't even really get any like super new people. Like, you want to say Alex Windsor's new, but we knew she was already signed, right?
Right. She was already signed, yeah.
They're dealing with the roster they have. So now they need to continue this momentum. Wednesday is really important. It's already a sold out show in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
This
starts a residency.
It starts a residency. This week for AEW is very important.
Mm-hmm.
And I just can't wait to see what they do next.
Who perfect to come back in Chicago. Hope they pull the trigger on it. I hope they do it. They have Jack Perry come out in Chicago.
I mean, he's been on the bench, right? We haven't seen him since he lost the title, right? The TNT title.
Yep.
So
who better to show up at Chicago than Jack Perry?
So we'll see where we go, but I think this is where we end our show, Proffitt.
Yep. Let's let's take it home, man.
All right, I'm gonna do this quick because my voice it's been dying this entire time. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you're following us on Blue Sky. You can follow the entire podcast channel at THGPW Podcast. You can follow Proffitt at Proffitt on Blue Sky, PROFFITT. You can follow me on Shikoku. I never spelled mine. You don't have to worry about it. Make sure you follow all of us. We talk about a lot of wrestling. We talk about games, pro wrestling, anime, anything and everything. Make sure you interact with us there. Also, if you want to listen to us on the go and you can't do it on YouTube, make sure that you're following us on Spotify. All these episodes go up on Spotify basically like maybe an hour after we record them. So you can go listen to this on you can listen to this on Monday night and you'll be able to get the actual video podcast on Tuesday. Make sure you like us, give us all the ratings over there, comment over there also. We can see those. And yeah, just continue to listen to us. Thank you for everything that you guys do. Proffitt, tell them about the YouTube.
All right, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, first off, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. And I'm gonna ask you to do a couple things. You know what's about to happen. You know what I'm about to ask you. First things first. Tap that like button. If for sure it 100% helps us out. Helps get the podcast out there to more people. Helps it, it just helps the algorithm. It helps it just get out to more people. Second, comment, subscribe. Those things also help it get, one, it helps it get to more people, and two, comments are fun, man. Come on. I know you're not going to watch this show and not have a comment about All In. I know you ain't going to watch the show and not have a comment about All In. Come on. We've had about 2 hours of comments. So let's go. Get in there and get in them comments. But, subscribing, hitting that bell button, it'll get you the content as soon as it hits YouTube, as soon as it's live. And it will get you, the rest of our, shows too, the Command Grab and the OVA whenever they come out. So, with that, again, we want to thank you guys very much for listening through the podcast. And it's getting late, and my voice is also getting hoarse. So, we're out.
Peace.